What is going on, fight fans? So we got a surprise, something that no one expected today. I know I didn't. It's the August monthly update. Yes, the August monthly update has dropped. And let's go ahead and dive right into it. This is Edward, and you're watching Boxing Fanatico. All right, guys, so I don't want to bog you down by reading everything as I normally do. I'm going to break down and pretty much summarize the entire update, as there are important elements in here, but there's a really important footnote right at the end of this update. So the first thing that they talked about is that they've listened to our concerns when it came to the previous gameplay video that they showed us, the magnificent gameplay video that they showed us. But of course, it's an alpha. They're still working out a lot of different kinks. And this is what they stated, that they are going to work on camera angles. So although this was the camera angle that was featured in ESBC, that we will have an option to choose multiple different camera angles, which is music to my ears, because I am actually one of the people who voiced the concern for the camera being too close up, as I play competitively and I prefer my camera to be as pulled back as possible so that I can see the ring, the real estate that I'm working with, and better navigate that and always see my fighter in frame. I think that's really important for me. So I'm super happy that camera angles is a thing that we're going to be able to choose from. They also talked about the shakes and flashes. A lot of people complain, oh, I wish I don't have to have the shake, and oh, I wish I didn't have to have those flashes. Well, today's your lucky day, because this update has revealed that you can turn those things off to your liking and basically modify the experience so that it is in line with what you are looking for in terms of your gameplay experience. And that's fantastic. And the next thing that they touched on was combat and punches. They said that they have been constantly reiterating, improving, advancing the punching mechanics, but that they are still not done, guys. They're still not done with the punch animations and mechanics, and they are continuously working on that, and they will continue to work on that until it meets their standards. So it hasn't even met their standards yet, but of course we're giving them the constructive criticism on that, but it hasn't met their standards yet. The game is still in alpha, and they're still pushing forward to advance and clean up the punching and combat mechanics. They also reiterated the investment that they received, the new wave of investments that are allowing them to realize more of their vision with ESBC before the release. And that's, of course, a fantastic thing. And they talked about career mode. And just for career mode alone, I'm going to touch on the bullet points because these are pretty interesting. These are the things you can do in your career mode hub, where you're walking around and doing whatever you want. You can move around the gym you train at in a third-person view, interact with your trainer to schedule sparring and training, check the rankings across the boxing world, change equipment and attire for the next fight, and other aspects associated with boxing. So they probably have more things that aren't fully fleshed out, but you could train, because it says move around the gym you train in. So that means you could train it. That's confirmed. You can train in that gym, and you can schedule sparring sessions and training with your trainer. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good a deal. Now, the final thing for future development updates, this is something that I felt was coming because as they move towards the sharpening up phase, as opposed to the continuous addition phase of adding continual elements to the game, I figured that the updates will become a little bit dry, as evident on not the July update, but the June update. The June update was dry, and the reason it was dry was because they were just continuing to sharpen things. They weren't really adding things to it. And this is what they ended with in this update, and I'm gonna read it directly so that you know exactly what they said. I'm not gonna paraphrase this one. Future development updates. We've recognized a monthly text-based update may not be the best way for us to share our progress with ESBC. Development doesn't always line up exactly with this monthly post, and we want to make sure we are sharing something of value when we reach out to you. We'll continue to stay in touch and share information, but we feel we've outgrown the monthly text format. To stay up to date on what's happening with ESBC, keep your eyes on our social channels and official Discord from the Steel City Interactive team. So there you have it, guys. Pleasant surprise. We got a monthly update. They told us more about the training hub, the career mode hub, and they told us what they are going to do in terms of the gripes or the constructive criticism that they were given based off of the gameplay trailer that we saw. That hands down was a beautiful trailer overall, but I'm glad that they are tackling those gripes that a lot of people had with what they saw. What do you think about this monthly update? It was informative, but it also kind of gave me that, like, it kind of confirmed what I thought we would be moving towards, which was getting away from the monthly updates altogether. So now we're just gonna get updates at a rate where it makes sense. Whenever they have something juicy to tell us, they'll tell us. If they don't, then there's nothing to talk about. That's all I have for you guys today. This is Edward from Boxing Fanatico, and of course, as always, I'll see you in the next one.